Hi guys, I wanted to jump on here and do a quick tutorial on how to double brick stitch. It's personally my favorite stitch just because it works up so quickly. So you're going to need some thread, some beads of your choice, and obviously a needle. The first thing you want to do is tie on a stopper bead. I like to do one in a different color than the beads I'm going to be beading with, just so I don't get confused. And just tie a simple knot like that. Then you're just going to thread your needle. The first thing we're going to do is add 4 beads to our thread, like that, and just bring them all the way down to your stopper bead. So you have 4 beads. We don't count the stopper bead, obviously. Now we have to enter the 2 beads that are closest to us and our stopper bead. So go on, enter your needle through those 2, and pull tight. And you get this nice little square. Now we're coming out of the top of this bead to our left. We need to go back down through the 2 beads next to it in order to set ourselves up to add the next 2 beads. And this base row is just called a ladder stitch. It's the same with single brick stitch, except we're just doubling the beads. So add 2 beads to your needle. We're coming out of the bottom of these 2 beads, so we enter through the top. And I normally hate ladder stitch when I'm doing single brick stitch, but it's so much more satisfying when you already get 2 beads on. It's just so much better. So we're coming out of the bottom of these 2 beads. We're going to go up through the 2 beads we just added to secure them and to set ourselves up to add the next 2 beads. So 2 beads again. We're coming out of the top of these 2 beads, so we enter through the bottom. We're coming out of the top, we got to secure those 2 beads and set ourselves up for the next 2. And I'm going to do one more. So grab your 2 beads, we're coming out of the bottom, so we enter through the top. And you can see it's looking really janky, do not panic. So you're coming out of the bottom, we got to secure those 2 beads, so go up through. Okay. So she's not looking the best, but we are going to secure her. So to do that, we're going to be going up and down just like we added these beads, but we're not going to be adding any beads. So we're coming out of the top, go down through those next 2 beads. And again, coming out of the bottom, so we go up. Coming out of the top, so we go down. Coming out of the bottom, so we go up. Beautiful. And mine's still a little janky, so I'm going to do it again. Normally, if you're using like Delica or Rokai beads, just once is enough, but these are pretty large beads, and I've actually never beaded with them before, so they need a second pass. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm going to show you how to do your second row, and in this row, we're going to be decreasing. So whenever you start a row with double brick stitch, whether it's an increase or decrease, you start with 4 beads. So grab your 4 beads. We are going to skip this first thread bridge and enter this second thread bridge with your 4 beads on. Okay, so we're caught in that thread bridge. We need to go up through the most recent 2 beads. Up through. And whenever I decrease, you always have to go through it twice just because they don't like to sit next to each other. So go through it again, just like our ladder stitch. And that's how you start the row with your decrease. Pull tight. All right, so to continue the row, pick up 2 beads, go through the next thread bridge. Beautiful. And to secure those 2 beads, we just go back up through them. Now pick up another 2 beads to end your row in a decrease. It's super simple. You just go through the last thread bridge. Decreases happen naturally in beading, so nothing special you have to do for it. Go back up. And that's how it looks. Obviously mine don't look super beautiful because these are plastic pony beads that I'm just using for tutorial basis, but obviously with Delica, these look amazing. So we finished our row. We're gonna flip our work. And to do an increase, we pick up 4 beads again. And instead of skipping the first thread bridge, we're gonna enter it. So go in through that first thread bridge, pull tight, and then we just go up through those 2 beads that are the most recent ones. Pull super tight. You can see you have an increase. And I find with the increase, I don't have to loop back through like I do with the decrease. They just naturally like sitting together better. But you can if you want to, just for consistency. Pick up 2 beads and continue your double brick stitch to the next thread bridge. Coming out, so we go up through to set ourselves up for the next 2. Beautiful. Another 2. And then we have our last thread bridge. So that's what it would look like if you started with an increase and wanted to end in a decrease. But I'll show you how to increase at the end of a row. All right, so to increase, we'll pick up another 2 beads to increase at the end of the row. And you can see there's no more thread bridges to add to. So to add another row or another 2 beads, we need to go down through the 2 beads of the previous row. So I'm coming out of these 2 beads. I'm gonna enter with my 2 beads on, down through the 2 beads of the previous row. Okay, so now I'm coming out of those 2 beads right here, and I need to work myself back up. So I'm coming through these 2 beads. To do that, I'm going to enter my needle up through these 2 beads and these 2 beads. So you can do this in one motion or you can do it in 2. So I'll do it in 2. So I'll go up through those 2 and then up through those 2. Then just like ladder stitching, I'd go down and then I'd be coming up. So down and then up. And that's how you double brick stitch increase. You'll get the hang of it after just practicing a couple more rows. I hope you found this video helpful. And if you did, please like and subscribe so I can keep making this content for you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!